Oh my gosh, sweetness, I am so excited. I can't believe we actually get to do this. I know, we knew we'd get here eventually, but you know how it is. You save for something for so long, you plan for it, it starts to feel like it may never happen, and then, bam, you actually get to do it. I cannot stop smiling. Can't you tell? And it's all because of you. Well, us, but us includes you. Of course, you worked just as hard as I did to get us here. I know how hard it was sometimes. We both had to sacrifice a lot. But here we are, so thank you. Thank you so much for everything. It means more than I can say. I hope it means a lot to you too. I know I'll stop being too sappy, probably. Okay, well, I guess we have to decide on a destination. I mean, we get to decide. We have the privilege. How on earth are we going to do this? I know, right? It's so hard to pick just one. Are we sure we can't do more than one? I know, I'm teasing. I'm so happy to get to do this with you. Best vacation ever. And you're my favorite person ever, so I can't imagine doing it with anyone else. Mwah. Of course. Let's get the listings up, shall we? It's going to take us a while to make a choice. I know, but narrowing it down isn't the same as making a decision. We'll have to lock in something. And even though we've got it down to a short list, it's still a list. It's going to be hard to choose between them. Okay then, here we go. Let's do this. Kronos Time Travel Agency. History is at your fingertips, blah, blah. We click here. Okay, available excursions. Here's the list. Hang on, we need to filter this by price range. Oh, wow. Did they add some to this list since we looked at it last time? This looks a lot longer. I know, it really does. This is going to be so much harder than I thought. No, I know, but if we're only going to be able to do this once, we have to make it count, right? We have to pick something we both really want. Something we'll both love. Our one chance to be time tourists. Let's see what the options are. Diving in. All right, we ruled out the Old West and anything during the Black Plague or the Inquisition, right? Let's knock those off there. Okay, did we rule out the Industrial Revolution? Yeah, but no, you're not wrong. We can definitely do better. Okay then. I know we left the Jurassic period on the list. That would be interesting, really different. I wonder what the air would smell like back then. I know, but it's different to experience it ourselves. We should probably keep that one on the short list. Speaking of that, as cool as it would be to actually be there and experience it all, you know we can't actually ride a Stegosaurus, right? No touching, you know the rules. I knew you'd be thinking of ways to do that. No thanks, I'd rather not go to jail because you broke one of the main rules of time travel. Of course I would, I'd be an accessory. No way, if we go back there you have to control yourself, you got me? Don't make that face, let's see what else there is. Oh, Greece, ancient Greece. We did say that it'd be cool to see some philosophers in person. That would be amazing. I'm down for Aristotle if you are. Honestly, that one is high up for me, not just for the people, but also the scenery. To see how the architecture looked before it was ruins, to see the statues in their glory, all of it. It'd be incredible. All right, that's a top 5 option. Hang on, let me pull the rules up. I want to check something. Okay, yeah, no touching animals or people, controlled interactions only, blah, blah. No eating or drinking anything in the past, no use of medications or recreational drugs. Authorized photographs only. Comply with all local laws and customs, maintain the temporal prime directive at all times. Yeah, they probably wouldn't let me talk to anyone important, even with the translator on. I mean, they can make me sound like I'm speaking ancient Greek all day long, but if I ask something that triggers a stray thought that ends up changing the course of philosophy, that could be bad. Plus, some of them weren't all that inclined to listen to women. It's fine. I know these trips are supposed to be observational only. It's just... It's so hard not to think about interacting, you know? Being part of the action. But we have to see it as like watching a movie. This stuff has already happened and we can't mess with it. Oh, I'm sure. Aside from the immersion suits and the translators, we're going to be on very short leashes. And I understand that. I can't imagine the havoc someone could wreak if they weren't under close watch. It's kind of amazing this program even exists, honestly. I mean, think about it. We're people. People make stupid mistakes. Letting people go back in time, even just to observe, is such a risk. Anything could happen, even if they try to plan for every contingency. So it's pretty incredible that we can do this. I hope they don't figure that out before we get our chance to. I know, right? That would suck. Okay, Jurassic period, ancient Greece. What else was on our list? Right, Aztecs. That would be fantastic. Yet another ancient culture that we could see in its glory days. I don't think I'd want to see any of the human sacrifices, but then I don't really want to see the sort of punishments the Greeks doled out either. Yeah, let's avoid all bloodshed of any kind if we can help it. No wars, no tortures, no executions. I know the stories can be exciting, but none of that is as good in person as it sounds. It's gruesome and scary and kind of heartbreaking. Hard to believe how cruel humans have been to each other over history. Truly. But they've made such incredible things too. Buildings and societies and laws. So much to be impressed by. Where's our list? Oh, right, we could check out feudal Japan, see the samurais training, the regular people going about their lives. The countryside is so gorgeous there, it'd be like stepping into a painting. Definitely, keep that on the short list. Okay, what else does the agency recommend? Interesting. Maybe we could check out the very early humans. Tribes hunting mammoths, making the first cave paintings, that kind of thing. Would that be good? I'm not as excited about that idea as some of the others. Maybe not that. Early humans would be cool, but not as cool as Oh, Egypt. We talked about Egypt. We could see the pyramids get built. That'd be fascinating. Kinda cliche, though, now that I think about it. We can do better. I know, this is so hard. I can't figure out how we'll decide. Was there anything else on the short list? Oh, right. What about Paris in the 1920s? It was such an incredible time to be there with all the artists and writers and jazz musicians. It was alive. We could go to a salon with Jean Cocteau and Picasso. I like that one a lot. It wasn't my favorite thing on the short list before, but looking at the options now, it jumps out at me. What do you think? Of course we can. Here, look at the list on the site. See what makes you go, Yeah, that could be interesting. And not as common as some of the others. I'd feel like a time-traveling hipster. No, I do. I like it. Shortlist that one. Good choice, Sweetness. I don't know how we're going to do this. Should we flip a coin? Or multiple coins? Who knows? I feel like we'd enjoy any one of these, but it's so hard to compare them. I mean, how do you compare meeting Gertrude Stein to seeing a stegosaurus? They're not even in the same universe. It really is. Maybe we should mull a bit. When do we need to have the decision made? Okay then, and the deposit's already paid, right? Right. No going back now. Not that I want to, this is really hard. I am. I'm a bit overwhelmed. Look at this list. We're spoiled for choice. Okay, well, how about this? Let's just look at the list slowly, casually, no rush. Keep an open mind, see what catches our eye. We might surprise ourselves. There's so much more history here than we expected. So many more little moments we might want to see. Wait, how long do we get? I mean, once we go back, how long do we get there? How long do we manage to book for? That's not a ton of time, but it's not bad. We can see a lot in that time, actually. So let's just take it slow. Browse the list, try to imagine ourselves there, look at the pics, read the descriptions. I bet something will jump out at us. I know, right? Some of these I would want to alter history if I was there. They'd have to hold me back. We should probably not go to those. Exactly, like Harambe. We know now that the death of Harambe ushered in decades of darkness, so if we went to that moment, I'd be the one diving in to protect that ape. People would think I was crazy, the timeline would be altered, blah blah. I guess we can't have that. Tragically, no, but something else will look good, I know it. We got this. Ooh, now there's an idea. There's an idea indeed. I don't know, Sweetness. What do you think? Should we give it a shot? I mean, we can take some time to make sure we're sure, but it sounds like a plan to me. All right, then. We can keep looking, but we have a tentative plan. In a few weeks, we'll be time tourists. Damn, I am seriously so psyched. This is incredible. Mwah! Thank you again, gorgeous. I love all the time I get with you, and now I can't wait to have an adventure through time with you. Hey there, don't forget to leave a comment on this audio because I pinned my favorite comment in all the newest public audios. Also, shout out to Raha Rabin. You're this audio's randomly selected Sweetness patron. Support me on Patreon if you want the chance to be shouted out next. The link is in the description, along with all my other channels and all the ways you can support me. You're the reason I can keep this channel going, so thank you. And thanks for listening.